Fox 5's Lauren DeMarco live outside the Saudi embassy. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning to you. Well, Americans worldwide are asked to be on the lookout for terror activity right now. They did hear something that sounded like a gunshot around 11:30 last night. This is a little bit of mortar that fell inside of the building during the earthquake. It continues to be the hot topic out here this morning in Southeast. Good morning, Allison. Well, we certainly had some standoffs over the weekend. This morning, things are pretty calm. Police are here performing their inspections of the tents. There are about 3 dozen or so tents. Many of them were actually unoccupied overnight, it seems, but there are a good number of protesters here, and they do seem to be complying with police this morning. Now, police are checking to make sure that there is no camping going on, checking for bedding, clothing, cooking items. They are prohibited. Also, they are checking for biohazards. The protesters can remain on site all hours with tents, but again, camping is not permitted, so in other words, no sleeping. The Occupy protesters were notified last week that the camping regulations would be enforced at both D.C. locations, and Saturday at McPherson Square, officers in full riot gear and horseback arrived. They did search tents. They uncovered some biohazard material, urine-soaked bedding, urine-filled bottles, and live and dead rats. Tents that did not meet regulations were taken down. In addition, 11 people were arrested, one for allegedly hitting an officer in the face with a brick. Now, on Sunday back here at Freedom Plaza, there was a sweep here as well. Officers also brought in hazmat teams. There was one arrest. That person charged was allegedly threatening an officer. But all in all, here it was more peaceful. Now, this morning, everyone seems to be complying, although we did talk to some protesters, and there are some gripes about the ongoing enforcement.
Police officers coming on here telling us that medical people are allowed to have blankets in their tents because it's winter. People get cold, people can get hypothermia. They're medics, they're allowed to have blankets. Group comes on last night, says no, they can't have blankets even if they're medical. It doesn't matter, it doesn't meet compliance. I mean, obviously this is just harassment.
The no camping regulations certainly make things a little more difficult for the protesters overnight in these cold temperatures, but they do vow to continue their movement, and they urge supporters to remain nonviolent. Live in Freedom Plaza, Lauren DeMarco, Fox 5 Morning News.
Real gridlock all over the area, and Lauren DeMarco is monitoring things. Lauren, how is it looking? Is it easing at all?
In some places it does seem to be easing, in others really not the case. It kind of depends where you are. I can say that officials really are doing all they can to try to help the flow of things. Of course, they quickly changed traffic to the outbound direction on Rock Creek Parkway, Canal Road in the district. They tried to sync the lights to the evening rush earlier than usual, and we are now learning that all of the HOV, all of the carpool restrictions in Virginia have been lifted. Rough start to the morning in Silver Spring, where we've had a deadly accident. Investigation is underway. Skyfox live over the scene. Let's take a live look from them. It's University Boulevard at Piney Branch. We are now learning that the outbound traffic is able to get by, but inbound University still blocked off at Piney Branch Road. You want to think about Adelphi Road, New Hampshire Avenue. Hey guys, well, I have with me Rob Peguerero, and he is a blogger, tech expert. There are some shopping companion apps that can help you narrow down which stores you need to hit.
Fox 5's Lauren DeMarco joins us now live from outside the Apple Store in Bethesda. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Happy iPhone 4S Day. It's very exciting out here, a lot of energy. A lot of folks have been here overnight, but I gotta tell you, not as big of a line as we expected. There was about 75 people when we walked up, possibly a few more stragglers as we've been standing here, but folks are excited. We've been talking to a few people. I know that here I've got Nina. You guys, are you excited about your phone?
Yes, very excited.
What color are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get a white 16.
16 gig, all right. And what are you gonna get?
Black 16 gigabyte one.
And now, are you a longtime Apple fan? Do you have a lot of Apple products?
I do have actually a lot of Apple products, but I wouldn't consider myself like a hardcore fan. I mean, I enjoy the products, but you know.
Why come out here today? Just because you really want the phone, or is it sort of like the experience?
It's kind of the experience, meeting people, and you know, yeah, it's fun. I mean, it is fun. So, you know, coming out a couple hours early is not a big deal.
All right, well, good luck to you guys, and enjoy your new phones. I do want to tell you, if you're thinking about coming out today, or if you have ordered the phone, pre-ordered it, you really want to think about insurance. There are several options. You can get them through your carrier, or you can get Apple Care Plus. That's a new insurance plan from Apple for this phone specifically that they've come out with. And there are a lot of different options there. It sounds like a much better deal, but you don't get all of the coverage, so you really want to look into that. You have to sign up for it right when you get the phone. If you've pre-ordered it, you need to get that right away too.
I expect to get a Christmas greeting from you via text this year, Lauren.
Okay, you will.
All right.
A very fancy
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
She was also shopping for you when she was looking at the Disney princess stuff.
Yeah, I thought that had a little hidden
Steve's
meaning
my
there.
little cousin.
Yeah.
Thanks, friend.
She knows what Steve likes.
I was going to get you Angry Birds, but no more.
Is it a big threat? Will it destroy life on this planet as we know it? NASA's response is ahead, and Lauren DeMarco is going to give us an update on the cherry blossoms. Lauren!
What a lead-in, Tony. Well, today things are beautiful out here. It is warming up. Spring is in the air. We are going to learn a lot about the Cherry Blossom Festival today as they release the details of the centennial celebrations. We're going to be live with the president of the National Cherry Blossom Festival up next. Stick with us.
The Capitals didn't have energy to go.
Come on, Ovi! 18-year-old Ellie Carney has been a Caps fan since before she can remember. She takes the games quite seriously, and this was a dream come true. Wow, look what I got. Ellie is so full of positive energy, you can almost forget that she suffers from a life-threatening illness. She was born with oral facial digital syndrome, and she's had more than a dozen operations, including a kidney transplant, the organ donated by her father.
You got to step up for your kid. So Ellie's a trooper. She gives us all a lot of strength.
When the Make-A-Wish Foundation called, Ellie knew right away what she wanted.
I was hoping that we'd go to Hawaii and swim with the dolphins, but it was Ellie's call.
Actually, it was Ellie's wish. She had her volunteers come out and speak with her, and she said, my first wish is to meet Alex Ovechkin.
And you're going to get up on here?
But before the big meet and greet, a quick spin around the rink. Ellie's ride on the ice resurfacer made the big screen, and she got a huge round of applause from the sold-out crowd. Then there were some exciting goals. A big moment for Ovechkin tonight as well. He scored his 8th goal of the season, the first here at home. And finally, the icing on the cake. A few precious moments with the great eight himself. Ovechkin says it was an honor.
When kids wants to meet me, it's unbelievable. And, I think she's pretty happy right now. It's a big day for her, and, I'm happy. Just give her a smile and make her wish.
There were hugs, there were autographs, and for Ellie,
it was a lot of fun.
Lauren DeMarco, Fox 5 News.